welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be talking about the Princess of Wales controversy.
Yes, the scandal.
The scandal, if there is one. It's just weird.
Yeah,
it's just very weird. It's just kind of like, ever since she went into hospital...
Yes.
For that abdominal surgery, which was, 3 weeks ago?
It was sometime in January. I can't remember.
So it was longer.
Yeah, it's been a couple months,
It's been a couple of months, and she's not going to be ready till after Easter.
Yeah, she's not going to be ready.
Ready to face the public till after Easter. So people are understandably going, well, where is she? Oh, we haven't heard anything from her. And
people
she's
are
like,
losing their minds.
The palace just said it was an abdominal surgery. She's not going to be doing any public engagements until she's fit and well and after Easter. So people are speculating of what this abdominal surgery was and what's going on here. And then, of course, then it was kind of like, well, we haven't seen any photos of her at all.
I mean, the thing is...
She hasn't been out of the house. What's going on here?
Is, if you look at it from their perspective, they were trying to prep the public to not see her, right?
Oh, no, you're not going to see her, so don't complain.
Easter, yeah.
But it's like...
Don't complain, don't ask any questions, don't wonder where she is.
And then right after that, King Charles III had his cancer diagnosis.
Yeah.
Which I suspect they were all going to like, oh, well, that'll just cover up the controversy. But it's kind of gone away now. He's come out and said, I've got a form of cancer, I'm getting...
He didn't say form, though, did he? He specified that it was prostate cancer.
No.
Oh, no, it's not prostate.
No, he went in for a prostate. He went in for a prostate.
No, that was the news that they reported.
Yeah.
King Charles has an enlarged prostate, but
yeah.
They were very, gave all the details.
They gave all the details of
quite frankly, more than anybody really needed to know, in my opinion.
Yeah. They gave all the details of that, and... Then it says, and it's showing up that you've got cancer.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but he's having treatment for that, and there's nothing really been said. Now the focus is back on Kate.
Has anybody seen him either,
Yeah, he did a thing recently.
Did he?
Yeah, it was for Commonwealth Day.
I mean, William's been out.
William's been out, but without Kate.
They had also said that he wasn't going to be out. I think he had canceled a bunch of his engagements because, I'm going to be at home with my family while she heals,
Yes.
But then all of a sudden he just started...
There was some emergency where he pulled out of a funeral. The funeral of some...
Somebody connected to the royal family. I'm not sure how. Not a direct relative, I don't think, but somebody in, the aristocracy, had connections. Apparently he, I don't know the best way to say it, but he committed suicide, apparently.
Yeah.
And they were all with the details.
Thomas Kingston, yeah.
Yeah, they were all about the details for that guy.
Yeah.
They're more than happy to talk about King Charles's prostate and the fact that they discovered cancer while they were doing that procedure and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why it contrasts so much with the fact that they haven't given any details about Kate's thing.
Yeah, King Constantine's memorial he was due to give a reading at, but he pulled out of.
Okay.
Hours before. So people were like, what was all that about?
Yeah.
And, of course, the internet has gone wild on their speculating. And all sorts of theories are coming out.
Well, I didn't realize...
Conspiracies and all the kind of stuff.
I recently saw a video, I think it was on TikTok, but maybe it was on YouTube, I don't know, of just somebody who happened to be around Buckingham Palace at the time that they announced that she was going to have this planned operation,
Yeah.
They announced that, and then they announced King Charles's had an enlarged prostate, and then I think it was even that they had found the cancer, and then it was just after that somebody on, YouTube or TikTok was down by Buckingham Palace, just happened to be down there filming, and when a helicopter came by,
Oh.
A very low-flying helicopter and was
Yeah.
flying, obviously, to the palace. And he was speculating, what could be going on, and we don't know, and why is this? This is very abnormal.
Yes,
what is this
it was trying to drum up
doing?
controversy, I think it was,
Yeah.
It was trying to, they're getting ready for a state funeral.
Oh, because that was a different thing.
That was a different guy, yeah. They're getting ready for a state funeral. This is weird.
Because the soldiers were on the horses and they were doing some... They were displaying or not displaying something.
Displaying a flag or something, yeah. It seemed to me very much like that was someone just trying to, like, mix it up,
Maybe, yeah, because I haven't heard anything else about those details. But, I mean, you have to kind of wonder why is the public so interested when the palace very clearly said she's gonna be healing until Easter.
Oh, we haven't seen her, though.
We won't see her till after Easter.
Well, yeah.
The public knew that. So why the, like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? It's like, well, you know where she is. She's healing.
Because they expect the paparazzi to get some good photos of her leaving. And they got one of her in a car with dark glasses on.
With her mother.
With her mother.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is not a very good paparazzi shot. No, is that even her?
It was very grainy.
It was grainy, and then they altered it.
Oh, people were like, well, where's her mole?
Where's her mole? But that was the AI upscaled version of the photo.
Yeah, because the original photo, you could tell that it was her, but also maybe it wasn't her.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't her. People were like, oh, is it a double?
It kind of looked like a paparazzi shot from, like, the 90s.
Yes.
It was like...
It was a telephoto lens.
If you had scanned in a picture that you took in the 90s and tried to, like, blow it up and enhance it and stuff, it would be grainy like that. That it just looked exactly like that to me.
Yeah, there's just been no sighting of her at all.
Yeah.
Is what it is. I mean, and then there was this... it's all been kind of... The speculation has been building, and then...
All kinds of theories.
Proof of life. Where's Kate? What's going on?
The fact that people think...
And the BBC haven't been speculating either, or any of the other real, like, British news outlets.
Yeah, you pointed that out.
They've been quite quiet on this. And when...
The legitimate news outlets.
Legitimate outlets are kind of like...
But then again, why would they? Because the palace said to us, you will not see her again until after Easter. Why would the media get involved in all this, like, hysteria, really? It's like, let's wait until after Easter.
Yeah.
If we don't see her after Easter, then we can start freaking out, like...
And then, I guess to quell the wild conspiracy theories about Kate being
no longer with
us and all this kind of stuff, they put out this photo on the X, on the Twitter account for the Princess and Princess of Wales, of her with all the kids, and she credited it as taken by the Prince of Wales, taken by William.
Oh, a photo.
And it was a Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, it's great to have family, whatever they said. Happy Mother's Day, because it was Mother's Day in the UK on Sunday.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, oh yeah, and all, most of the, and I think...
But she did say something about a photo we took the other day or something. It was that those words were in there somewhere,
And then the press ran with all that, and then all of a sudden people were like, wait a minute, this has been photoshopped.
Yeah.
The internet went wild with like, oh, Charlotte's wrist looks weird, and Kate's hair looks weird, and why's her hands like that, and oh, George's fingers are a bit weird,
Yeah.
So then the AP, the Associated Press, and Reuters and everyone, they issued a kill order on no, kill that, retract that photo.
Yeah.
Because it's been manipulated at source. So everybody's like, why would they do such a thing?
Yeah,
it's unprecedented. What's happened to Kate? Oh, and now TikTok's gone on the rabbit hole of it.
Yeah.
And, like royal commentators, they come out and they go, I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Because it was bad.
Yeah.
It was like, and there's a policy with all these news outlets that they're not going to put a heavily manipulated image as news, you know?
Yes.
It's like, you can change
Thank
the colour.
God. I mean, I was kind of shocked
you can crop
that's
it,
a
and
thing.
you can, like, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they've got a strict set of guidelines.
Yeah.
If you look like you've photoshopped your head onto someone else's
Yeah.
body, they're not, and say, oh yeah, here, don't I look great?
Yeah.
You know? They're not going to run with it, you know?
Right.
And the BBC were like, oh, they just, you know, just stated the whole, oh yeah, 4 agencies have refused to run that photo.
Yeah.
Again, you know. But, oh yeah, and that's it. And there's usually like an op-ed with the BBC. It's usually, what's going on?
Yeah.
I wonder what's going on. Why is this conspiracy theory?
Well, the thing is they said
if this had been about anyone else,
there will be no new photo. We're not putting out a new one.
Yeah, we're not putting out a new one. Kate came out and said, "Oh, I you know, what we think is Kate."
He's doing air quotes.
Air
by
quotes.
The way.
What we think is Kate. She came back on Twitter and she said, "Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
I like to edit photos and oops.
Amateur photographer, like
yeah,
everybody.
Graphic design is my passion, you know, that kind of thing." And, you know, signed it with a C. And then, of course, people were like, how do we even know that's Kate?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she have made a video saying, oh, we need proof of life?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like everybody's, like, coming up with all sorts now. And
Yes.
it's like, what were they thinking? They should have done something to quell the rumours. But, you know, it's like, if nothing's going on, they're loving this. This is
it's a bit of attention, isn't it?
It's a bit of attention. It's something that Meghan and Harry couldn't get. You know,
Meghan and Harry's but they were here.
Well, you need to disappear for a few days, Meghan. And people need to wonder what's going on.
Meghan and Harry were here in Austin the other day, and Dominic and I didn't even know about it. That's like how little attention Meghan and Harry are getting right now. We didn't even know that they were here in town. And so, yeah, everybody's paying attention to William and Kate again. So it's just like, maybe they want that.
It's like she had this abdominal surgery, whatever. I'm not going to do any press. Oh, whatever. And, you know, William will come out and he's asked about her and he doesn't say anything, you know. And her family haven't come out and said, oh, yeah, we had her round for tea last night, she's fine.
I mean, they never do, though, isn't it? That we've learned that in The Crown. If The Crown has taught us nothing, it's that the palace doesn't comment. You know, the palace...
never complain, never explain.
Yes.
And they're at the never explain portion of the show right now.
But the thing is...
Because you know,
Piers
in Austin...
Morgan, of all people, said... just put out the original, you know, because she came out, like you said, on Twitter and was like, oh, I just made some little tweaks here and there. I was just playing around with photo editing. Fair enough. If it was just little minor adjustments, why not just put out the original? Here's what the original looked like. I was making a weird face or you know, Charlotte's skirt was like thing, or Louis had a stain on his sweater. I didn't notice till after.
Oh, this wasn't even taken. This was taken in November 2023.
Yeah, and I don't really want to go down the conspiracy rabbit hole, because the thing is we haven't given them till Easter. Let's wait at least until Easter, you know, and see what happens. You know, she's going to come out like...
She is risen. She is risen.
Oh my God.
It'll be William. He's just with a guy out in the balcony. He's like, she is risen.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't even know where I was going with that.
That'll go down very well.
Oh my God. No, but I did see a video where somebody was saying that. And they make a lot of good points, you know. Well, there are people who do this for a living, and they can see all of that.
Kate wears the same thing all the time, you know, like wears the same clothes.
Sort. She's known for
re-wearing stuff. That's it. That's the one, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, what? She's re-wearing that dress she wore in 2011. What's going on?
Yeah, right.
It's like she's the same size as she was in 2011.
So that's no kind of surprise or whatever. But somebody on TikTok, you know, you've got these TikTok sleuths. Somebody found her in this outfit that she has on in the picture, and she was at an event with Charlotte, who also had on
the same outfit.
Basically the same outfit that that is in this picture that they released. Except Charlotte's skirt was different.
Yeah.
And the skirt in the picture is one of the things that looks like it's been added in because it's weird on one side, and then that's why her wrist is messed up on the other side because they stuck in a different skirt.
And a cardigan as well.
And they put on they just put a cardigan on or something, I can't remember. Something about the sweater. They just added something. But she had on the same shoes. She had on the same very specific little top. At the same time that Kate had on these jeans, the boots, and the big turtleneck sweater that she has on in this picture, except the sweater that she wore to this event with Charlotte, are you still with me?
Yeah.
Was cream colored. Apparently, that brand only sells them in cream and white, I think. And this one she had on in the photograph was navy. But people are they just colored it.
Yeah, and once you've seen the photoshops that they've done, it's kind of is that really her head?
Well, somebody said it looks
day,
Well, no, somebody else said that they took her Vogue cover face and placed it on there, shrunk it down to be the right size, angled it, and it was the exact same expression, exact same lines everywhere.
Yeah.
It was that picture, apparently.
Yeah.
To me, I don't have a good enough eye. I don't have enough experience with Photoshop and stuff like that.
I mean, it's possible.
To me,
it's entirely possible.
Dominic calls my smile my happy shopper smile for some reason.
No, your happy shopper smile. You haven't done that in a while.
I don't know what that means, but I do the same kind of smile, and I have for years. In my opinion, you could probably take my face, as long as I'm at the same weight, you could take my face from any given year and lay it on top of another photo and go, oh, they've edited that because I do the exact same expression. In almost
your happy shopper smile.
In almost every picture, yeah. So
it's just a smile with a lot of teeth.
So to me, it's just maybe Kate just does that. Maybe every time she smiles and she's doing her, she's doing her cheese face. Yeah. Maybe it looks the exact same every time. But for somebody who does photo editing, I guess they can go, oh no, this line and this everything.
There was
is
the
same,
hands as well. There was George's hands. I think his fingers were a bit weird or something.
He had his fingers twisted. And then this one was bent up like that. Yeah. But I mean, kids do.
But then it was her hands. It's her hands look awkward. She's not wearing her wedding ring. What's all that about? It was just...
People have explained away the wedding ring for, if she's just had surgery, she probably, her fingers have swollen, blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
There could be an excuse for that, Although, like you said, surely somebody would have gone, you should
maybe
probably
Photoshop the wedding ring back on. Because it's do you want to respond that? Because you know what they're like. You know what they're like.
Well, somebody else said the angle of her hands. This is really getting into it. The angle of her hands, because if she had her arms around the two kids on either side of her hands would be angled slightly different. But instead, they're laying quite flat. You can see quite a lot of her fingers and... and it just looks awkward. It doesn't look natural. Which when I'm doing my arms and my hands in the same position, I think your hands would be out a little bit if you were having to reach around.
Yeah, I mean, it was manipulated, and they've admitted to that. But again, it's I'm with all the people who, they don't buy into all the conspiracy theories, what's going on, they're just what were they thinking releasing that? That is the worst. And it's is it just a big PR move? Is it just a case to get attention? Yeah. It's ooh, where's Kate? Ooh, what's going on? And William's oh, make it, he'll come out and make a cryptic comment about something and go, don't talk about Kate.
I think the most the most common theory for what her abdominal surgery was, I think, that I have seen is hysterectomy, right?
Yes.
So my whole thing is if it was a hysterectomy, if they're going to go so far as to go, oh yes, the king has an enlarged prostate, and he's going to go in for a procedure to have that, issue taken care of, why wouldn't she just say, why wouldn't they just say, she's going in for a hysterectomy? Like, a lot of women can relate to that.
Yeah.
It's nothing like
and it would would quell like any kind of like bad press or anything circulating.
Yeah.
But
she's
again,
going in for a hysterectomy. Like, beyond that, mind your business.
Yeah.
Like she'll be back at her job when she's back at it,
And I mean, after Easter can't come quick enough for these people, I think, because it's like, they're just, it's just snowballing again. This picture.
They literally are calling for a proof of life video. We need to see a proof of life video.
And they're going to have to do something, I mean, Easter's upon us soon, isn't it? When is Easter?
It's just a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks, guys, and you'll get to see her. He's coming out. He's, he comes out like a compere at a show or something.
Yeah.
She'll be on 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes till Kate, okay? Yeah. Just hold your horses.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be like with William. But he's not, when he's been out and stuff, they go, where's Kate? Oh, how's the Princess of Wales doing, sir?
Yeah.
He'll just be like, oh, gotta go. Yeah.
I think he did say, oh, she's healing.
She's on the mend.
Healing, yeah, something like that. And that was just it, you know. Yeah. There was, I guess the same day, which was yesterday, was it? That she apologized for
she had to.
The edits.
Had to come out because, I mean, that would have been weird. I mean, there's something weird going on.
There's something weird.
Going on. We don't know what it is, though. We can't speculate.
I say there's something. We can't, but we have for the past 20 minutes.
I mean, well, we've said other people's speculations. Our own speculations are just something weird is going on, and we don't know what it is.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We say there's something weird is going on, but maybe not. Maybe she just genuinely, like, maybe somebody was like, it's Mother's Day. We usually put out a picture for Mother's Day, and she's just still is not feeling like taking a picture. She's like, oh, I cannot be bothered, like, getting dressed and putting makeup on to take a picture for social media. Like, just use an old picture, And they're like, oh, we can't use an old picture because everybody knows what you wore on this day and that day, and they'll know that it's an old picture. Yeah,
maybe her advisors were like,
we'll edit it, put a different skirt on. It might be just something simple like that. Like, she just couldn't be bothered. But again, this is where they cause trouble for themselves with don't comment on things. They could just come out and say, she just wasn't feeling like taking a picture, so we made a stupid decision and edited it.
But again, that will cause speculate. That'll cause even more. Oh, she wasn't feeling like taking a picture, so we used an old one. It's like, why wasn't she feeling like taking a picture? I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Just let me see. Let me in there.
Well, what I was gonna say is, that same day that she put out the apology, then I think she and William were photographed in a car leaving Windsor. Yeah. And that's again caused
because her face is turned away and people are like, oh, it's been photoshopped. Apparently the guy that took the photo is gonna say, or he's coming out and saying, that is not what happened. That is an actual photo.
I took the picture.
There's no Photoshop. Yeah. There's nothing, Yeah.
Because somebody said, because Kate's face is turned, my thing was like, it looks like her to me. My question was, why is she like, her head is almost completely like turned around on her body like an owl, like she is doing everything possible to not look
at William.
To not look at William. Is it William? Yeah, she's like completely like, ooh, let me turn my head as far away from him as possible and not look at him. Somebody said, oh, her hair is in a style that she wore in 2016 and she was photographed with this bow in her hair and she had on this earring and it looks like but like you said, this photo was not taken by the palace. It was taken by a paparazzi or a whoever, And so, did they edit it? Is the palace like, oh no, you have to put in a different head? from a different shot. It's like
they wouldn't do.
It gets
that.
to be a really big conspircy.
Yeah,
then,
it's like
there's a lot of people to keep quiet in that case.
Yes, and they don't have the money for that. They don't have the money to keep people quiet like that.
What I did think was kind of weird, though. Oh, he said he's gonna come out and say.
Yeah,
he said,
I think it was the New York Times or something said. I saw a headline saying, "I'm going to make a statement on this because we don't alter photos."
Yeah,
that's not an altered photo.
But you would think, what can he say? Because he must have been looking, right? He could see through his telephoto lens. Did he not see her get in the car?
Well, no, that looks like the car's in motion, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it was already in motion.
It was already in motion, I think.
Someone said there was... Oh, this is just...
It's like it's like at this point, they're waiting for people like him coming out and then someone who's like coming out in a big burqa or something like that,
yes.
And it's just like, is that Kate? Oh, why she got her face?
That's what they want. They want to see, when she had the kids, she came out in her little dress each time. Oh, here, and she just had a baby. They want to see her, they wanted to see her come out of the hospital, very, I don't know, on a stretcher or in a wheelchair. They want...
Wheelchair wrapped up in, a blanket and sunglasses and just like that.
Yeah, they want to see,
with a cane,
They wanted to see that, I guess. And because we didn't see that, you have to kind of wonder, where did these conspiracies start? Did they start with, royal watchers? Did they start with fans, or what? Or is there somebody
in the palace
that
feeding this out? So we don't know where she is.
We've said, because of course there's
something weird's going on, guys.
Because of course there's been all the rumors about their marriage, and they've been fighting and this and that, and so all of that just adds to it. But
there's people thinking, oh, it wasn't abdominal surgery. She went and had some plastic surgery,
yes,
and all this kind of stuff.
I've seen a BBL. A lot of people say, oh, she went in for one of those BBLs.
Good old Kate.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they're getting a lot of attention again.
It's overshadowing, the good work that Harry and Meghan are doing.
Well, I mentioned before that they were just here in Austin. We're having our beloved South by Southwest festival right now. And she, I guess, was talking on a panel spotlighting, or a panel about women in the spotlight. She knows about that, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, she was talking on that. So they were seen as...
And in the middle of the panel, she just disappeared. It was like...
Back after Easter.
Back after Easter. Harry just goes, ooh, what's going on? Where did she go?
Oh my god.
Where did Meghan go?
Yes.
No, don't look at Kate. Where did Meghan go?
Oh my gosh. They were seen eating dinner at Soho House here in Austin. Yeah. Somebody said, they were, in an homage to their... It's like, they probably just like Soho House,
Well, Soho House is a very private kind of establishment. It's it's where celebrities go.
Yeah.
And it's kind of no press allowed, no phones, no whatever, because it's it's a private club.
Yeah, and the people
maybe that's where Kate is. She's at Soho House.
She's at Soho House, yeah. Oh, there have been speculations that she's at some sort of mental health facility, or she's at a spa, in quotation marks, all of that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, I've just seen everything,
Absolutely everything you can think of
yes.
has been covered in detail.
Literally, people, yes. But yeah, and then they did South by Southwest. Of course, they went and ate at the obligatory Texas barbecue restaurant here in Austin. I can't remember which one.
It wasn't Stubbs, was it?
It was actually one I've not heard. Le Barbecue or La Barbecue. Yeah, something like that.
It's a pop-up just for the Harry and Meghan.
I might still have it up. I can quickly see. But it was a place I have never been to. La Barbecue, yeah. apparently the restaurant only thought she was coming to eat, and then Harry showed up too, and so they were like, oh, Prince Harry, because I'm sorry, but it's just like, oh, Meghan Markle's here, that's cool, we get celebrities in Austin, we get actors and actresses, and
I mean,
it's not often we get a prince.
Why they think it was just her, though? That's a bit odd. I mean, what was he going to be doing?
I don't know, maybe they didn't know he came with her, because she was just gonna, maybe it was just a surprise that he was here. He wanted to see Austin, I guess,
Yeah. Wanted to check it out.
Wanted to see how weird it was. And then after that, they went to Uvalde and met with one of the victims of the Uvalde's school shooting. Yeah, they met with the family, and there were pictures of them like laying flowers on a grave and stuff, which is very, very nice. But it was a very quiet trip. The only articles I really see are from the Austin American-Statesman about
they haven't really fanfared it. And I mean, that's fair dues, because they don't want to fanfare themselves anymore.
Yeah. Oh, they've been well out of it, haven't they?
They've because there's so many people going, oh, I thought you wanted a private life away from the press. And it's like, well, apparently they're doing that now.
They've got it now, yeah.
They've got it now.
So good for them.
Yeah. I mean, the press is just glued on this Kate Middleton conspiracy.
I did wonder, though, like, and I asked Dominic, do you think, like, how would they have flown to Austin from California? Do you think they flew commercial? Do they have they would have gotten a private jet, surely.
I mean, maybe.
Just rented one.
I mean, he's got security.
I mean, can you imagine them on a Southwest Airlines flight from LAX to Bergstrom International?
I mean, he's got security now. I mean, he pays for them out of his own pocket, so I'm presuming it's kind of like, I don't know, like a foreign dignitary type
I guess
situation.
she would have gotten paid for speaking on that panel.
Yeah,
I suppose, right? Yeah, because I keep wondering, like, what are they doing for money? I don't know what they've got going on. Because they're kind of staying out of the spotlight, we don't really know what's going on with them lately.
I mean, he's got money. He's got money to live off of. It's like it's
expensive in LA, though.
I mean, it's people say what do they call it? It's like, to take this back to the American royal family, Vanderpump Rules. When, people were talking about Sheena having a handout from Sandoval, saying, and it's like, oh, she's rich, poor. She's rich person, poor.
Oh,
Meaning, like, oh, she hasn't got any income coming in or anything like that, but they're fine,
Yeah.
They'll always be fine.
They could sell their house.
They could sell a house,
Yeah.
They can keep the lights on,
Yeah.
And that's what Harry is,
Yeah.
When he cries, oh, I'm down to my last 200 million, And it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Times are hard there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yes.
So that's what's going on.
That's what's going on with Kate Middleton. That's all we know.
Let us know if you've been keeping up with it and
how
far down the rabbit hole you've gone, because there's a lot. There's a lot people are saying and speculating about, and we've just barely scratched the surface. Like we're just hitting the highlights here.
Well,
really.
Yeah. Because I mean, if they keep this up past Easter, and it's like, oh, where is she?
Yeah.
She hasn't turned up. It's like, oh, any moment now. William going any moment now. Watch out. My
God.
You got to be quick.
We're
releasing a book. It's like, where's Wally? Or Waldo. But where's Kate? You find her in this crowd.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's a bit interesting anyway, but we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll give them till Easter.
We'll go over there and knock on the door and get some answers for you people. Demand to be let in. It's like, Kate, are you in there? Well, it'll be great,
Yeah. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. We really appreciate your support. Be sure to give us a follow on social media if you do not follow us already. We are at TButty, TEABUTTY, on TikTok, Instagram. We're going to be on TikTok as long as TikTok is still TikTok. So
well, they can't ban it now because Kate Middleton's missing.
we don't know. Yeah, where's everybody going to talk about it?
Well, no, the search must begin on TikTok.
Yeah.
In the search bar.
But we're also on YouTube and Instagram and X and Facebook and everywhere. So, you know, if TikTok goes away, you can find us in one of the other places. And we're here.
And we're here. We're on Spotify.
We're still here, so.
Yes.
Special shout out to our patrons. Thank you guys for your continued support. As always, we really appreciate you. And we'll talk to you all next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.